There is a concern that the unions are having too much influence over city issues. What is your opinion?
Well, thank you, Lori. That is a very legitimate concern. And actually, it's an excellent question for me because, for those of you who may not know, I have both going for me. I've worked for 25 years with American Airlines, where I've been union all these years. In addition, about 12 years ago, I received a master's in psychology, and I currently work at St. Mary's Medical Center here as a psychotherapist, where I'm non-union. So I've seen both sides. I went on strike with American back in '93. I also have my job where I have very different work rules at St. Mary's. So I get the big picture. I'm in the middle, and I think you need somebody like that. You need perhaps a union member, not a union organizer. You need somebody who's good at compromise. You need somebody who's good at bringing people together. With my work experience, I'm going to be able to do that very, very well for our city. I think it is something we have to be concerned about. I think any city, at any city level, when you're continually negotiating and working with unions, you need to be very aware of what's happening. Thank you.
Well, I think this question is about you and what you want. Number one, I have organized with the federal government and tried to bring a union in. And in doing that, I lost my job. And they didn't come, when the union came, didn't help me. I have been I've owned business and been an individual business owner and worked for other people and have partners, etc. I think this is about you. If you want the unions to control your government, then, you know, more power to you. But what I am going to say is this. This is about taxpayer dollars. Those taxpayer dollars pay the pensions. We have to review those. That is a must in order to prevent us from being bankrupt. And therefore, taking a look at what's going on and bringing people to the table is where we need to be. And that's a community responsibility from the bottom to the top.
I think I have a much different perspective on this. I have been a union organizer. I've run a labor union. I am in management with the United Way, and I run a nonprofit. However, I think that unions have been responsible for the middle class in this country. And when it comes to collective bargaining, I think they're an important element as far as people having access, having good jobs, benefits, and standards of living that allow you to live comfortably in this country. With that being said, the union represents several thousands of employees here in the city. And under their collective bargaining agreements, they're just doing what is allotted to them under the law. I also believe that without labor, many of us would not have entered the middle class, particularly people of color. So I think unions in general get blamed for a lot of problems that they're not really responsible for.
Thank you, Lori. I think I'll actually answer the question that was asked. Are the unions having an effect on the city? Yes, they do. It is the nature of politics today. When we in North Long Beach are going to have about 30,000 people vote, and 500 to 600 of those people will be union, that sways. What we need to do is people to get out and vote and decide whether or not they want union representatives or if they want non-union representatives. But as long as we don't voice our opinion, the unions who have all the money and all the control will control here in Long Beach, the state, and the federal government. Yes, they have a tremendous effect on politics in the city of Long Beach.